Hey! Come on! Come on! What are you looking at? Don't you? Bye. And subscribe! I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna go storm the bathroom. I can subscribe.
Reporting for duty, Commander.
Stop the stupid.
Awaiting orders, Commander. Drop your weapons. Drop your weapons. Drop your weapons. I need a weapon. A little help here.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. I was just going through some technical difficulties. I hope this is working. Oh, right, syncing again. I just rebooted the whole computer. So,
Keep moving, Trooper.
exactly. That's why I got that guy around. He's an intern. I don't pay him. Okay. So, yes, this is January 6th, the 1-year anniversary of the riot or insurrection or the usurping attempt of our American democracy by basically a sore loser.
Trooper standing by.
Actually, he wasn't. He was a sore loser before the election started. He was going to say it was rigged before it even began. Before they even started voting, it's rigged. And so there was plans way beforehand. In my book, it's just an opinion, Scout's honor. Boy Scout, altar boy, hey, Shakespeare, to thine own self be true, then you cannot be untrue to other people. You know, yeah, I hope they just, I mean, yeah. It's really astounding how deeply they were trying to plan it from beforehand, and how it goes right to the top, Trump, and how he's trying to trump card our voting, and they're still trying to do it now with voting rights in districts. They're just suppressing. Well, that was just an outright thing, and I'm glad they're smashing them, and I hope they get big time jail sentences, really. Hey, where would you be without our democratic vote? That's not partisan. Democracy isn't democratic. Democracy is the whole system. The republic and a representative democratic republic is the whole system. That's not even political parties. They should get rid of political parties already. Damn. Sorry. You have to edit that out. Alright, now, what I found out is we're going to do something instead of talking about that. You'll hear about that all day, I'm sure. What we found is Russia's invading. Let's watch the movie Reds. Get Arnold and Clint. No, they're invading someplace else. They had a uprising. I'm watching it up there. They had an uprising over something. Now we're back to the... Anyways, look at this. This is Michael, my friend, and I. We just got done finding out about cryptocurrency, a different one called Helium, and I'll have to specialize that and tell you about that. Might as well start talking about it now. It involves putting up an antenna and having a big network, Helium. And so we just got an antenna. One's coming in Friday, so he's going to come back. Maybe we'll do some cryptocurrency stuff. So a little update here. Oh, also on Friday, it's the errand day. Spent some time with my friend on Saturday. He was in town. I'm going to be in town. And then Sunday's Richard III. It's going to be to start off the year with doing too much stuff. But what we're going to do here is, let's get out of the riot zone. It's Dave Barry. That's right. And we're going to look at some of this other one. This is from the 30th last year, just like a few days ago. Here, Dave Barry reviewing 2021. June. President Biden goes to Europe to participate in an important and historic photo opportunity with the other leaders of G7, 7 countries. Economic powers, which are Germany, Japan, the United Kingdom, the United States, Google, Facebook, and mattress giant. In a formal joint statement issued after the meeting, the leaders declared that everybody had, quote, a nice time. Biden then goes to Geneva for a summit meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, during which Biden warns Putin that these darn Russian hackers better stop hacking into the U.S. infrastructure, or by golly, we are going to call shenanigans. Putin. Tom Brady. Gosh, it's out of place. Putin insists that Russia has nothing to do with the hacking or any, quote, any future hacking incidents currently in the planning stages, end quote. Putin offers to help investigate the problem by means of a special investigation app that he helpfully installs on Biden's phone. Both sides described the meeting as fruitful. U.S. intelligence officials released a much-anticipated report on UFOs, contradicting speculation that mysterious aerial phenomenon observed by military pilots are extraterrestrial spacecraft. In fact, concludes the report, it's dragons. In other space news, the rover Perseverance celebrates its 4th month on Mars by deploying Fortitude, a $279 million rotating multifaceted reflective sphere, believed to be the first fully operational disco ball on another planet. But the news turns grim again in July. I think we got to end there because we spent so much time updating. This is gonna be the slow side. Okay, I'm gonna turn the thing over to the side kind so you can see. Look, I'm trying to operate the computer. Oh shoot, what page we on? Oh, we gotta go to today's paper. Today's paper. Song and dance now for today's demo. Log in. What the heck? Okay, they want me to log in? No, it didn't. I'll show you what I'm showing you what I'm doing here. Hello. I think we went. No, it went that way. Oh, shit. Too fast. That's not the right one. No. Go back. See what happens. Oh no, that's today. Oh shoot, is that today? What the heck happened to this? You know what we can do? Well, that's trying to figure out what it's doing. I'll show you the paper, because I got the paper. Yes, the comm link is broken too. Be like this, like a teacher. You know, staff shortages hit schools with 800 teachers out sick. Yeah. The way they've treated me as a fully, in 4 different states, fully licensed teacher, and they want me to scrape up on this, on the unwanted substitute stuff. I'm just like going, you guys, I guess there's no room at the inn. You're full. I mean, that's just horrible stuff. I have no hey, you know, parents, teach your kids at home and teach them. Don't just let them run around and play with their phones. Grab their phones and say, no, you're going to learn it out of the book. No, none of this call your friend and do this little slide thing. And I know the tricks. As a teacher, that's all I'm on. It's all your tricks. Hospitalization news skewed minutes before COVID. Hospitalization numbers skew people admitted. What? Skew? Is this a skew? It's a skew story. Skew you. Yeah, stick that all the way up your nose. Maybe you'll find your brain. Sorry. It's not the kids. The kids are alright, pretty much. No, not all of them. There's like when they're bad, they're bad. Counts have surged to triple the level since the start of the pandemic. This is the Omni. Oh, Micron. Stress the focus is not the number of cases, but deciding whether to reinstate restrictions. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the big news is the outdoor restrictions. You'll see when I get this going on. Alright, stop fooling around. No one wants to go to work and get sick, or they already got sick and they're in the hospital or whatever they are. There's still it's just all the disinformation, misinformation. Hey, it's no time to be specific about, some cases are a little bit milder than others, and some of these vaccines are actually, there's no time for that. It's a deadly pandemic. There's a vaccine out there. Get real. And they should know, back in the day, 1981, Irishio Hayashi managed to down 100 yards of spaghetti in 12 minutes 34 seconds for good for slowest eater in the contest sponsored by Shakey's Pizza. What? Yards of pizza? Slowest eater? I remember Shakey's Pizza, but yeah, whatever. Just eat your stuff. There's this chick. Hey, look at me. Yes, I'm happy. This is Practical Gymnastics Tuesday, Fort DeRussy Beach in Waikiki. So go to Waikiki Beach and find this chick and tell her, what the hell is going on? I can't unclick this picture. Oh no. Well, you have to look at it a little bit yellow. Pretend it's a really ancient photo. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, dang it, man. I waited too long. So, while it's reloading, side view, story time. Yeah, I can tell you some of the news. It's right in here. Here it is in the second section. Large outdoor gatherings. No. I mean, halfway. Actually, 50%. Exactly halfway. Only 50% of this you can get. So, begins January 31st. I don't know. So 50% of whatever it is. If you plan to have 1,000 people go outside, you can only have 500. I don't know. It's 50%. But basically, the deal is the mayor, blah, 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 because he's blah, 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 business. He's calling shots, and they're trying to get, I don't know, they're trying to get something going on in response to, oh, Macron, to me, you are so weird. Okay, we're back. Oh, now it clicks too much. Americans recall January 6th riots varies wildly because they're still trying to, they're like, the ones that are trying to repaint history or have a veneer on it that they can, plausible deniability and all this kind of stuff. And, Trump, he's not out there directing it at the time, but for 3 hours, he's watching it on television. When people are pounding on his door going, tell him to stop, because they listen to him. And he's just like, And, they were talking about how that was it's still different from a tour group. Are you kidding me? It's like, how many people got killed? And I just think, what would they try to pave it over? How would they repaint history if they actually hanged Mike Pence? If they actually did that? I mean, that's the kind, it's like war at that point, because they'd have to retaliate. They'd have to arrest all the murderers, which is a big crowd riot, or, send the National Guard, which, anyways, it's just how close it was to complete, utter, anyways. Use volleyball. Use volleyball back. Who is this guy? We got some new people, I suppose. But they win over somebody. They're like the champs, right? If you didn't win, defending NCAA champion, national champion, defends his title with the sweep over Loyola Chicago. Oh, you beat Loyola. Good for you. Next, it's like the fastest gun in the West. Everyone's gonna be to watch your back for their sale. And men's volleyball, yeah, national champion 2021, but it's 2022 now. Oh, this guy. Oh, freaking hit. All right. That doesn't look like we got much going on with the sports list. I mean, not the picture-wise. There's a pizzas. We want pizzas. Okay. So we go to this guy picking his nose again. Now go back this way. Now go one. One more. Oh, me too. Oh, tempted to overturn free elections, a big deal. It's true. Do you know, black Americans, or back then it was, you know, I mean, probably, I think they had colored people, designations, different designations, like nowadays. I don't even know what to say. I just say black, I guess. But black people got the right to vote before women had the right to vote. The suffrage movements. Think about that for a bit. So when they start taking people's rights to vote away, you know, that's the powerful thing of a democracy is your right to vote. Man, here's a bit of a cartoon. Man, I wonder if we're going to get the same tourists as last year. Alright, what we got here, we just got a time for stronger penalties for fireworks. Protest violation of Trump. No one cares about Navy, cares about war, not people of Hawaii. That's a shorty. Filibuster. God, there's so much stuff. Okay. Another day of infamy. The 7th is Thursday, day of infamy. 80 days later, we have cleared a new source of capital invasion news, and January 6th was an ugly epiphany. In the Christian calendar, January 6th is the Feast of the Epiphany. Epiphany is a Greek word meaning manifestation in the sense of an occurrence that reveals or uncovers a truth. A year ago in Washington, there was an epiphany. It was ugly. It still is. Thomas Luna, McCulley. Thank you, Thomas. Yes, show me your ugly. Bring out your ugly. Filibuster rules, which is another thing they're taking advantage of. Protest violence at Trump's inaugurations. Who is this? What nobody cares about war. Just what are we looking for? Is it the penalty for fireworks? To ease your anxieties? Stronger penalties for fireworks laws? I think I found my Dr. Strange voice. Dr. Strangelove voice. Protests violence at Trump's inauguration and other biased, obnoxious studies of cartoon. This January 5th, the whole truth. Donkeys remember January 6th as it was only 1 year ago. But the elephants remember years ago when police were injured and more than 200 arrested at Trump's inauguration protests in Washington, D.C., along with tens of thousands of demonstrators on the streets in the cities across the country, protesting Donald Trump's election victory, with at least 124 arrests and reports of damage, vandalism, and injuries in several locations. Cynthia Libiolowitz, Makavao, Maui. Navy cares about war, not people of Hawaii. The Navy does not care about the health and well-being of the people of Hawaii. The Navy is in the business. Scroll. The business of war. Having an adequate fuel supply is part of the strategy of winning the next war. The Navy does not care about the people of Hawaii. Why should it? Harvey Chabana Kaimuki. He's from Chabana. You know what? Okay, enough already. Just get excited about all this garbage. It's rubbish. Rubbish, I say. Stop the stupid! Anyways, you have a nice riot anniversary, because it's always a riot here. at Boundary Smacks Hawaii. The Laugh Riot. Like and subscribe before this before my channel tanks. Thanks. Have a good day. The sun stay out. And God knows too, eh? Hey, shut up over there. I'm doing a video. Aloha. Stay positive like style. Aloha. Oh. Who are you?